power scaling is one of the most interesting and entertaining activities to do in fiction. Many of us have had those conversations about hypothetical fights between two characters, whether it be cross-verse scaling where you're trying to see if Naruto can actually beat Ichigo, or maybe it's in-universe scaling and you're trying to see if that rat Shanks is really stronger than Mihawk based on their feats or narrative, or maybe you just want to see whether your favorite character can actually destroy a planet or if they're just city level fodder. Figuring out stuff like this can require a lot of work on the topic, to the point where people are pulling out a bunch of calculations or citing numerous sources to try and figure out how fast or strong a character actually is. And if you've taken physics, you know how hard this stuff can be. However, this stuff takes a lot of time and effort, and this is when we encounter our first problem. Since this is the internet, some people just be talking and don't know what they're talking about. We can call these guys debate goons or agenda pushers, it doesn't really matter. These guys have mastered the art of debating fictional characters. Their arguments are always logical and have no holes in them whatsoever. And in this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide as to how you can become one of these intellectuals, these geniuses of our generation. So sit back and absorb all this knowledge. Okay, so before you even start power scaling, you gotta think about what type you'll be doing. Since we want to cause as much chaos as possible, we're gonna stick to cross-verse battles and scaling, because that's how you can start the most arguments. Also, it's much easier to disprove in-universe power scaling. Next up, you're gonna want to stick to one franchise. You're gonna be reading and learning about the other franchises through TikTok or YouTube anyways. Plus, the less knowledge you have on other shows, the stronger your agenda will be. Ignorance can trump all in an argument. Remember, if you didn't know about something, you can't be wrong about it. The series I'll be focusing on is JJK. Please note that if you choose to focus on DBZ, you don't have to read or watch the actual show. Dragon Ball fans are notorious for lacking the ability to read and also not actually watching the show. You'll probably win most debates by saying Goku next the verse. But if you want more education, just watch DBZ Abridged by Team 4 Star and you'll be good from there. Now that you pick your series, don't watch or reference its anime adaptation at all. It's a known fact that the anime is not canon unless it furthers your agenda. For example, the One Piece anime extended the Green Bull fight because it looked like a no diff in the manga. So if you're an Admiral fan, just say the anime can't be used as source material and you're good. You're only going to be reading the manga to minimize any holes in your argument. Also, be ready to read the series more than once. You may be a debate goon, but you gotta at least know what you're talking about. I'd recommend reading the series once and skimming it a second time. Now if someone asks you how many times you read the series, you can just say multiple times, a completely arbitrary number that no one can confirm. Now we can actually get to the fun part of the video, actual scaling. First off, we gotta learn that speed and hacks are the only thing that matters. Luckily for us, these things are extremely easy to calculate because we will be doing zero math for it. Anytime you see a character dodge an attack, that means that character is faster than said attack. Dodging a light beam automatically makes you faster than light, despite how many basic rules we're ignoring. You know, rules we learned in like middle school. So yes, Batman is secretly a speedster and is FTL plus. While he's going on in the background, if you're new, you might as well subscribe. I drop content like this weekly. Plus after he dodged his light beam. Even you, the viewer, can be faster than a bullet if you happen to dodge it from 200 feet away. As for hacks, all we gotta do is just say character A wins because of their abilities, even if the ability has not been displayed to be used like that. So yes, Luffy can imagine people are dead because his power is limited only by his imagination. If you want to get extra fancy, we could talk about totally reliable scans from third-party sources to confirm our beliefs on a character's abilities. If someone asks you to send them the scans, just ignore the request and keep arguing. Or even better, you can use fan-made one-shots as your argument for a character. If you actually wanted to calculate the power of a character's attack, you only need to use one thing, Newton's third law. Or for simpler terms, every object has an equal and opposite reaction. Just abuse this law to your heart's content even if the character is not making contact with another. For an actual debate, it'll likely just evolve into screaming on both sides with no actual progress.
Lying right now. The only reason why you're getting angry is because you know you're wrong, and I just debunked your whole scaling.
However, if you so happen to actually get into a coherent argument, just start using fancy words and questioning the person's statements by saying, can you substantiate that? Or start throwing out terms like fallacy or ad hominem, because most people don't even know what those words actually mean. Or even better, you can start questioning anything a character says, including the narrator. Yes, the narrator is now an unreliable source when it comes to agenda pushing. With these skills, you are now able to win any debate with any fictional characters from now on. So here's a sample argument for a debate. I think that Yuji Itadori is able to beat Luffy because I've only seen this monkey throw out Gum Gatling where he just throws out a bunch of punches. Have I watched past the second arc? No, but I don't think Luffy gets much stronger than this anyways. However, Yuji can clearly keep up with these punches because he fought a grasshopper with multiple arms. And if Luffy was able to beat Kaido, and some people think that Kaido is the strongest, by logical reasoning, Yuji can destroy everyone in One Piece with a singular black flash. And since Whitebeard was stated to be able to destroy the world, Yuji should also be able to destroy the world with one divergent fist. And if push comes to shove, 虎杖裕二は止まらない。 As you can clearly see, well I hope it was clear, these past couple minutes have been me straight yapping, but that's how some people actually be arguing this type of stuff. Craziest part is, some of these guys aren't trolling when they say nonsense like that, and will go back and forth all day trying to prove they're correct. It's actual brain rot if you try to understand one of these arguments. They will also do their best to try to debate you at any moment for some reason. Another thing I see a lot is that some of these guys also equate strength with writing. This means that the stronger characters in a show, the better the show. I say this because you find these goons flooding any Naruto versus Luffy video. I guess if you're able to say that Naruto or Luffy solos the other's verse, then you can finally say that that show is better. I don't think it works like that, but maybe I haven't seen the light yet. I'm not really a power scaler myself, and I don't have any problems with power scaling at all. I just think that the people who just get online and spew nonsense kind of make the community look crazy. But then again, I feel like that goes for most communities on the internet. With that being said, thank y'all so much for watching the video. I'm coming up on finals, so videos may be slower again. Like there may be a video once every 2 weeks instead of once a week. Also, I will eventually get a thank you video for 10K. I just haven't come around to setting everything up for it. Anyways, have a great day and peace out.